All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church here in Georgia, giving all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. I'm Brother Kashakwala.
I'm Brother Zakaria.
And today's lesson is going to be about how being a prophet is a job. All right? But as you know, being in Babylon, we know that jobs can be lost. It's the same thing in Yahweh Shai's eyes. If you're not doing the work, first off, to the best of your ability, or just being, what's the word? I can't really say it that well. Lackadaisical, if that's how you say it, or very lethargic in your occupation, then he'll get rid of you because he doesn't see you fit for the job. You're underqualified. So just like a job in Esau's world, you can lose a prophet's job as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got to be on your P's and Q's, you got to be on your toes, but it's ultimately having the love for it.
Mm-hmm.
Most individual, it says what? For many are called, but few are chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Many are called to be a prophet. Many are called to go out and do the work. And many go out and do it, as we've seen. But many fall out, all right, and get fired from their job, all right? Therefore, become a reprobate and bugged out their mind. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You start to get dry, man. You know, your branches, your leaves, your fruit start to get real dry. You start to wither away.
Yep.
You become a dry ass tree, man, a dry plant. And the Lord just gonna wing you up out, man. All right. That's why you got to continue to occupy yourself in the Lord, man. Because what? He give us that life, man, for us to be rooted in the ground, man. All right. For us to keep bearing fruit, etc., man. All right. The spirit is that water that keeps us going, man. All right. And that fire that keeps our, our drive. Okay. That's why it's very important to keep your mindset on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You got it, bro.
Con, I'm gonna bring something out since you said that.
Con.
Bear with me. Bear with me 1 second.
Con. Yeah, man. Hey, keep praying to the Lord, man. Keep occupying yourself and the things He wants you to do at your office, man, at your position. And hey, man, you're gonna continue to flourish, man. All right, that's what it's all about. Because we're in these last days, man, and our people are lost, man. Okay, your old demons try to catch up with you, etc., man. Hey, you gotta keep trimming. You gotta keep cleansing yourself. All right, you gotta keep supping with the Lord, man. All right, so that He can allow you to withstand, man, to endure, man. Because these days are just getting darker and darker, man. Okay, God. You got it, bro?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to pull it up in my Bible.
Con.
I like reading out the physical Bible. But it's Matthew 21. All right. This is Matthew 21 and 17. It says, and he had left them and went out, and this is Yahushua. And he had left them and went out of the city into Bethany, and he lodged there. Yahushua left and went to the city called Bethany. Now, when you look up the word Bethany, it means house of misery. There's reasons why he went areas that, had symbolic names, like the Garden of Gethsemane. Gethsemane means the oil press, all right? And Bethany means the house of misery. That goes along with Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, where it says he was acquainted with grief. So verse 18, it says, now in the morning, as he returned into the city, he hungered. Usually when you wake up in the morning, you got a little growl to your stomach. It's just the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Verse 19, and when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever. See, that's symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
You come up to a man who claims to be a prophet or doing the work of the Lord, but there ain't no fruit that he's producing.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's the same thing the brother was saying. You like a fig tree withered away, and see what he did. So it says, let no fruit grow on thee henceforward forever. And presently the fig tree withered away. See, he fired it. Like you're fired because you ain't doing nothing. What's your point? Why do you exist right here? If you're a fig tree, you're supposed to produce fruit. All right, and being a prophet, you're a spiritual fig tree, and you are supposed to produce.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be your videos, whether it be linking up with bros, whether it be going to class, going to camp, teaching people. All right, you're supposed to do something that's productive, and that you're producing something. If you're not, and you're lethargic and you're settled on your leaves, the Lord will get rid of you, and you'll wither away like the fig tree that He cursed in Matthew the 21st chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You see? All right. So I'm gonna finish this out. It says, and presently the fig tree withered away, and when the disciples saw it, they marveled, saying, "How soon is the fig tree withered away?" And Yahushua answered, saying unto them, "Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done." You see?
Mm-hmm.
But if you do what you're supposed to do and have the faith that you're supposed to have, and increase it and increase your productivity, look, you're gonna get these type of spiritual increases. But if not, I'm gonna fire your ass, and you're gonna wither away like this fig tree.
Mm-hmm. He said, "What? Say unto this mountain,
Mm-hmm.
speak, prophesy, man." All right. Look at what we doing spiritually to these mountains today, man. Okay, these different governments are falling apart, man. All right, Esau don't know what to do because of what? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, we having faith and we're prophesying, man. All right, I said something yesterday before camp. All right, and it stuck with me. And some brothers prophesy and glorify. All right, that's our service, man. We're prophesying and we're glorifying, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, not in us, but we're glorifying our Father which is in heaven, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, okay? Simple as that. Keep your mind occupied, all right? You got it, bro.
Con, you can bring your precept out.
Con, this is Romans 12:1.
Yeah,
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
There you go. That's the point of that, which is your reasonable service. That's the point of that particular scripture, according to this lesson that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reasonable service, meaning what it means, reasonable. I think I was talking to the Captain Gamal the other day, and the officer Kasab in our camp, and it was like, hey, the Lord is like, here's $1. You hold that, give it back to me. I'm gonna give you $100 because the scriptures say we'll get 100-fold.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Con.
You see, shit. The parable of the talents. He gave, each individual a certain amount of talents, and they were to be productive. In turn, the Lord will give them a bigger reward.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Con.
So what sounds reasonable? Go out on the highways and byways, give up a Saturday every week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do 3 videos a week. That's only 10-minute videos. That's only 30 minutes a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Link up with a bro at least one time. Okay, cool. And more than likely, you're going to knock out a video.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, go to class. Keep your responsibilities in the camp, whether it's you bringing water to the camp, you holding the signs, holding post, bringing the signs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Speaking, listening to the sergeant when he designates the order of the camp, listening to your captains, your priests, and your bishops and your elders. And then you do all that, you get eternal life. That sounds real reasonable to me. You see?
Yep.
That's a job of a prophet. You see?
Something so simple can lead to where he look at you eye to eye and put a crown on your head, man.
That's it.
That's it. And that's a beautiful thing.
So like hold that and get 2 Corinthians 11. I think in verse 3. 2 Corinthians 11:3.
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and verse 3. But I fear, least by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve.
Like he was a trickster.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he fooled her. Go ahead.
Eve through his subtlety. Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
It says, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity
Mm-hmm.
that is in Hamashiach.
Yep. The simplicity that's in Yahushua.
Mm-hmm.
People get tripped up on the simple things. Look, some individuals who's in the truth get tripped up off easy things.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, come to class. Well, I don't want to come to class. And then he kicked out. Now he's bugged out his mind.
Yeah, it's really, you just think about it, it's really not that hard.
It is.
The simple things like don't get shape ups and don't eat pork. That's simple. Like, damn, bro, you saving money, man.
You save money, grow your beard.
Yeah, grow your beard out. You know, it's
Mhm.
simple, man. Simple.
It's real simplistic things that Yahushua requires from us. It's not hard. Give a Saturday up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard, but men get tripped up on it, you know. And that's the simplicity of Yahushua that makes it. The simplicity of Yahushua is a stumbling block to these men. You see, that's it on that. You can go back to Romans.
I'm gonna continue verse 2 in Romans 12. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High."
That's right. It was good and perfect and most acceptable to will of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Reread that last verse you just read.
This is Romans 12 and 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world."
See, be not conformed to this world, but be conformed to the truth.
Mm-hmm.
All right? To the world is complexity. The truth is simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 + 1 = 2. It's simple math. All right? Conform to it. You conform to this truth, your life becomes easier. I'm saying that as a living testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the world, everything was hard. Trying to get girls was hard. Trying to get money was hard. I mean, of course, you're going to go through your hardships when you first get in this truth, but, you know, trying to do certain things was hard because you did it in such the wrong way. It was just a wicked way of living, which made it complex. You see, you come into the truth, you learn how to eat right. You learn how to speak to people. You learn how to be a people person. You learn how to move in life, what to say, what not to say, when to say it.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm. You know, experience is the best teacher. You start learning, and you form yourself into being a man. All right? Following the simple way. Go ahead, bro.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
That's right. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And one thing that renews your mind is doing the job of a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
If you're continually doing the job of a prophet, you're continually studying. You're continually doing the things that is required from you. In that, you know, you go on Indeed.com, you see a job description.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing your job description that the Lord requires from you. All right, to be a prophet, if it was on Indeed.com, to be a prophet, we got profit, salary, eternal life. You know, here's the qualifications. Gotta give up Saturday, gotta work every Saturday. Gotta do 3 videos a day or a week. Oh, that's a spirit. Hey, it's gonna get to a point we're gonna do 3 videos a day. You know, certain other little things, and you have to meet those requirements in order to be that prophet.
Mm-hmm. Give up your whole life.
Yep.
your woman, your everything.
And really, you ain't giving up too much.
You ain't.
Because it ain't shit here. We really don't got nothing to lose. You see?
And like the brother said, like, it's crazy because, like, once you give these things up, like he said, he mentioned, like, it's harder to get girls, it's harder to do certain things out there. But when you in the truth, it's like, it's kind of easier, you know? Yeah. It's like, man, you know, I'm on a whole nother level when it comes to certain things productive in our daily walk. Us trying to, you know, go get, you know, a particular woman that we like or in this job, etc., man. It's like, man, we using the scriptures, you know? We keep it, you know, straightforward, etc., man. So, hey, man, Yahweh Shah words, it's a beautiful thing to keep, man.
That's right.
Okay. But I'm going to continue. It says, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Colin, you got another precept?
Colin, I do. This is Ecclesiastes, or the book of Sirach, 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof,
There you go.
will seek out will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
That's right. And be occupied in prophecies. That's what a prophet does.
Mm-hmm.
He watches. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. He studies and learns from the ancient. Matter of fact, get Psalms 119 and 100.
Come.
All right? Because a prophet, he's going to stand his watch. He's going to study. He's going to study the things of old to see trends. All right? Anyone who's into money or following money, which means like economic individuals, economists, you could say, or financial advisors, whatever. They follow money and see money trends. How do you see the trend? By looking at the history of where money is going. All right? It's the same thing as a prophet. We follow the trends of history. We see how history played itself out and when it repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the point now where it's starting to be repetitive. You know, brother put in the group text that there was an article that said America's in the same kind of like, I don't know, I'm going to just say like in the same spirit as of pre-Civil War era.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So it was like the Civil War happened, but before then there was a lot of like conflict between America and some citizens. Like they don't disagree with certain things. I mean they disagree with certain things, and it led up to the Civil War. That article says we're in that pre-Civil War stage right now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's prophecy. That's repeating itself. The trend of history. We're seeing it again. All right? That's the job of a prophet, to see that, and then we say it. And then we preach it. All right? Which preach means to teach it. But we understand these things because of this. Go ahead.
Psalms 119 and 13, correct?
100.
Oh, it's like it. This is Psalms 119 and 100. It says, I understand more than the ancients because I keep thy precepts.
You see, we understand more of what was written or the individuals who wrote this back then because we understand the precepts. All right? You got to remember, King David didn't have a Matthew or Acts or a Revelation during his time. He just had Psalms, what he was writing. You see, the Genesis, the laws. All right? And he probably had a bit of Samuel and Judges and Joshua. He didn't have the precepts that we have today to fully understand what's going on. So we know more than the ancients because of the precepts that we see. That's a prophet.
Everything that was written before time was written for our understanding. And if you think about it, how today we have, more precepts that lets you know the heavier times that we're in. All right. Like the Lord set it up to where we had these many precepts. All right. Genesis all the way up to Revelation for a reason. But we're about to hit heavier times, man. We got to know. That's why the scriptures say what? Be rooted up. I mean, it's like to be rooted in, all right, in this truth, in this faith. Okay.
Colossians.
Yep. So there's a reason why we have all these precepts, man. Because the Lord's like, man, we in heavier times. It's about to get real bad out here, man. Y'all steady. Y'all be cherishable. Hey, I got you. Cause hey, the day of temptation, the Jacob's trouble, when this devil come down with great wrath, it's gonna be a hard thing to endure, man.
That's it.
All right, but hey, this is gonna be your stability right here, man.
That's right.
You knowing these precepts upon precepts, the simple
The
things.
simple things.
Yep.
If you're gonna do the job of a prophet,
Mm-hmm.
being a prophet is a job, and it's required that you know these certain type of things that are about to happen. If you don't, man, you settle on your leaves. You don't give a shit. Really. You don't have a passion or a love or a want for this. Ultimately, this society to go down, but you don't have a passion or love for the first woman. All right, which is the wisdom of the scriptures. You see, being a prophet is a job, and you can lose your job if you're not doing what is required of you. You see, you had another precept.
I did.
Come on, go ahead.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 14. neglect not the gift that is in thee,
Mm-hmm.
which was given thee by prophecy,
Yep.
with the lying on of the hands of the prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them,
Mm-hmm.
for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
See, we always use the term perpetual servitude, and it could be, of course, we're speaking that in the sense of Esau. Well, he has us in perpetual servitude, but we're in perpetual servitude to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which is a reasonable service, which we are to continue in the doctrine that He set forth for us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, these things are required of us. What he's reading, Zechariah is reading right now, is required.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stay in these things. Reread that.
Con.
It says neglect, meaning don't be inconsiderate.
Mm-hmm.
He said don't neglect these things. Go ahead.
Con. If I can say too, this is that gift, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Each individual has a particular gift, man. We are a body, whether you be a nail of a pinky, the actual pinky, the toe. It's a gift to be a part of the body, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? Don't neglect your office. Don't neglect what the Lord has showed you pertaining to a treasure he has given you or a mystery He has showed you. You got to store it up within you. Store it in your la'ah, which is your mind, all right? Your heart, man, okay? Keep it and do it, man, all right? This is 1 Timothy 4:14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee. Yes, man, it's in you, man. He gave it. He put it inside of you, man, your spirit. It says, which was given thee by prophecy. It says, with the lying on of the hands of this prosperity, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Verse 16, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You got it, bro.
You should both save yourself and them that hear thee. So anyone that you want to be saved, your household, your woman, your kids, your dad, your mom, all right? That those that hear you, because you're doing the work in the bidding of a prophet. All right, I got something to land back off you.
Con.
This is 1 Corinthians 12:1. It says, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. Meaning, like, you used to be a nigga back in the day.
Con.
All right, until you got this truth. Verse 3 says, wherefore I give you to understand that no man speaking by the Spirit of the Most High calleth Yahushua accursed, and that no man can say that Yahushua is the Lord, but by the Holy Spirit. All right? Let me get a precept in Matthew 10. Go ahead.
Con. And if I can say, hey, that's love right there, man. He said He ain't gonna have us not be ignorant, which means not to know. All right? Which meaning what? He's gonna have us know, hey, yeah, like you said, yeah, you was niggas. You guys turned back. I gave you a gift for my name. All right. Now I want you to continue in my name. All right. That's a gift. And that's love, man. The Lord is long suffering, man. All right. He's full of compassion, etc., man. The Lord loves us, man. Okay. He said, well, I wink at your ignorance. All right. Pretending to the hopeful elect. All right. So, hey, man, that lets you know how much love and care He actually has for us, man. Being down here in this shithole, in this hell. Okay. Knowing we fucked up. Knowing that we went off to strange women, all right, false idols, etc. Did, doing some off-ass shit in the world, all right? But He loved us so much, he brought us back, man, which is of the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, okay? That's why it's so important to keep up with your office, to just glorify, man. Prophesy and glorify, man. Our power, man, okay? Because that's what's going to save you. We just read it in Timothy, man. It's going to save yourself and those who hear you. All right, and it's going to be a beautiful salvation.
That's right.
Con.
This is Matthew 10:19. It says, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. That's prophet. Verse 20, it says, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Con.
Again, that's a prophet. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that trip a lot of people up, too. Like, you got a lot of people who come past the camp or, come on our comment board or whatnot. They're no, they ain't right. No, shut up. Calling us niggas and etc., man. But they don't understand that it's actually the spirit that he put within us to speak unto you ignorant ass people. Okay? But that's why people are scoffers, and that's why we're telling you through the spirit once again that all those who have a problem with what the Lord got to say is going to get judged.
That's right.
Okay? And that's prophecy in itself. You continue.
That's right. So 1 Corinthians 12:4 says, now there are diversity of gifts, but the same Spirit. Verse 5, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Right. So you got different occupations within the camp. All right. Within the body of the camp. You got helpers. You got speakers. You got historians. You got individuals who are great with geography. These are different administrations in the camp. You got bishops, you got elders, you got deacons, you got captains, you got officers, you got disciples. Okay? So these are different administrations, but we all are under one boss, you could say, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Alright? Get Hebrews 3:1 real quick. Alright? Matter of fact, I want to get that Hebrews 3:1 real quick. I'm going to reread this. It says, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Like I said, we got one manager. All right, so go ahead.
This is Hebrews 3:1. Wherefore, holy brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling.
And Salakia. And the partakers of the heavenly calling is being called to be a prophet. That's a job. Go ahead.
Consider the apostle.
Salakia. It says consider the apostle. All right, meaning consider. When you look up the word consider, it means to view attentively or not be negligent of. Go ahead.
And high priest.
And high priest. So he said, consider the apostle and high priest. Go ahead.
Of our profession.
Of our profession. All right. When someone says be a professional or use professionalism, it's more than likely you're in a work setting at your job or your occupation. All right. So we are to be a professional. We call ourselves. The scriptures say we're ambassadors. An ambassador is a representative. So you have to conduct yourself in a professional manner in your occupation, which your occupation is a prophet. All right? You got to stay in order. All right? And do the job of a prophet of which the Lord called you. So go ahead.
Can I say a high priest of our profession, Hamashiach Yahushua.
Hamashiach Yahushua. All right? So that is our manager. Clear to the point right there. It says the high priest and apostle of our profession. So that a high priest and an apostle is a high administration, okay, within the body of everything. That's a high office. Keep reading verse 2.
That was actually it on verse 2.
Oh, Salakia. Well, keep reading. Where's Salakia? Let me see. No, read verse 2. That was it on verse 1.
Oh, Salakia, brother. Yeah, verse 2. Who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moses was faithful in all his house.
That's right. So he was faithful to the one who appointed him. The Lord, Yahweh, appointed Yahweh Shai to do these certain things and have these certain titles. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, for this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses.
See, he says, now this man is speaking of who? Yahweh Shai. He was counted more worthy of Moses. Now, when you look at it, Moses technically was the first king of Israel.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah.
Moses was technically the first king of Israel. All right? Go ahead.
And as much as he who have built the house have more honor than the house.
See? Moses, he has more honor than the house. All right? That's it. That's a high office. Okay? That's a high office. That's a high pedestal that Yahweh Shai is on and is worthy to be on. That's why he's worthy to be praised. You see? So hold that. I mean, you can drop that and keep going. It says, and there are differences in administration, but the same Lord. The same Lord is being explained in Hebrews 3. Verse 6, it says, and there are diversities of operations. Okay? Just like the brother was saying, you got a pinky toe. That's a different operation than the pinky finger. You know, the big toe is a different operation than the thumb or the eyeball. All right? So it says, but it is the same power which worketh in which worketh all in all.
Mm-hmm.
The same power that works the eyes, that works the legs, that works the arms. Okay, just bringing it down to a small level. Us in these vessels, there's one spirit that controls all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
You see, all right. But in the case of to make it bigger, we have the camp in Atlanta who's governed by the spirit or Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, it gets even more intricate than that because you have camps under camps.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
see, and then you got the apostles who's being totally governed by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai,
Mm-hmm.
who's taking direct orders and then disseminating it out into us, the job of a prophet. All right. So going on, it says, verse 7, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal, for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom. These are the diversities of operations it's about to explain. To the another, word of knowledge by the same Spirit. To another, faith by the same Spirit. See, I'm gonna sit here and say right here, this brother got the operation of faith. I got some individuals in my camp who got the operation of knowledge, who got the operation of wisdom. All right, let's keep going. It says, to another, the working of miracles, and we're about to see that. All right, what, like literal miracles. We see miracles every day, but I'm talking about like someone doesn't have a leg, and in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Chakodash, the leg just grows back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about them miracles.
Yeah,
We're about to see that coming soon. It says, to another, prophecy. And technically, all of us have the spirit of prophecy because all of us were called to do a prophet's work. But you got individuals who are more seasoned with that type of spirit, like the priest Tazion in my camp. I'm only speaking of my respective camp. All right? Since I said that, outside of our camp, Elder Ariella, he has a heavy spirit of prophecy. All right, he has those videos where he does the algorithm. See, that's a spirit of prophecy. All right, it says to another, discerning of spirits, having a good discernment or a judgment, peep people out. The brother, the captain in our camp, Abba, he has a great discernment. All right, it says to another, diverse kinds of tongues. Again, priest Tazan, Elder Monagon. He has the gift of tongues. He's really swift and accurate with the Hebrew. All right. It says to another, the interpretation of tongues. Individuals who can understand the Hebrew. One individual in our camp, the younger brother Yaquan, he really can interpretate the Hebrew. All right. All right. It says, but all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit divided to every man severally as he will. See, all these are attributes of a prophet, and these are occupations and operations within the body that we're supposed to carry out. That's the job description. You see, of a prophet, you got to have this and a little bit of that, a little sugar, spice, and everything nice, and then you mix it all up, and a prophet comes out. All right, you have to keep these certain operations and being under our manager, Yahweh Shai, and follow through with these things. Because, hey, men get lazy. And then they get withered away like that fig tree that we read in Matthew 21.
Yeah. Either you get withered away or the Lord loves you so much he chastises you.
Yep.
All right. He bend you over, he swat. You kicking in. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep.
You stand up, you get in the army, you start marching with the men. You're like, okay, endure it. You know, hey, whether he wither you out, he chastise you, or you keep the ball rolling, doing what you got to do, man. All right, because the Lord do give us mercy.
He does.
Even within our daily fights or daily battles, you know, dealing with demons, or we fuck up in this aspect or that aspect, we fall hard. And we know the Lord gonna get you. Either you wither away or he gonna put that fire on you. You keep going, man. All right? Because we're precious to him, man. All right? There's individuals out here who are very precious to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Like, look, man, get your ass up and keep going, man.
Yeah.
Just don't do it again, all right? If you wanted that mercy, or hey, man, just keep having faith, man. Keep praying, man,
That's
for
it.
mercy, man.
Yeah. So
Repent every day.
exactly. We
Kind.
repent every day, man. But with that, we just wanted to clarify that hey, being a prophet is an occupation, it's a job, and you can lose it if you don't do what you're supposed to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lord willing, y'all, Akim, we're edified. We want to give all glory, honor, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, love, salutation to the 1144 First Fruit. Until next time, me and the brother Zakaria, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.